Terrorists destroyed villages, killed many while trying to capture me, NAF pilot. The pilot of the Alpha jet who reportedly evaded bandit attack has narrated how the attackers destroyed villages and killed many in a bid to capture him. Recall that the Nigerian Air Force confirmed an attack on its fighter jet 3 days ago between the borders of Zamfara and Kaduna State. NAF disclosed that the pilot had survived. Flight Lieutenant A. Dairo, in his testament of how he survived, described the attackers as terrorists, saying they are ruthless like Boko Haram. I don't know why we still call them bandits. He said, and making the decision to turn a hard 90 degrees immediately, the bandits lost sight of me on a sandy cliff where they couldn't trace my footpath again. The CAS told me they got information that in turn the bandits kept going straight in the direction I was initially going, and they destroyed several villages and camps, killing plenty of people, thinking those people harbored me. I guess that is smart, and that was a lucky escape. Well done. Dairo explained that the assailants who reportedly crashed the fighter jet were more interested in capturing him than shooting him, even at point-blank range. He said although they failed in both, he was able to find the strength to run and walk, covering almost 30 kilometers even with one strained leg. Dairo revealed that while on his survival mission, NAF platforms overhead also stepped in to deter the bandits from making some of the pins down while he kept running. Dairo said he had that fortunately he made his way into a village where he was sheltered and cared for until the NAF helicopters came to pick him up. He added, the village I eventually entered at night, I told God that the first person I see I call should favor me, and that happened. They gave me clothes, pain-relieving drugs, food and water, and even malt, and he organized a bike to carry me from Dansadal early next morning. Throughout the night I couldn't sleep. I was praying that bandits don't attack the village because my right leg was already swollen and very painful, so I couldn't jump fences or run again. Plus, I didn't want to bring death upon innocent people, and it may force the guy to give me out to the bandits. That is true. They dropped me with their mayor, who, with pride and joy, called the army guys to come and meet me. They all had sleepless night. NAF helicopters came to pick me up from there. I think these are stories we need to hear. Stories that sort of give Nigerians hope that, you know what, in the military and in the Nigerian security agencies, there are people that are sensible. There are people that understand the assignment. Let's get that clear, okay? There are people that understand the assignment and are just not doing anything that they can. Again, strong thinking skills for him, problem solving skills. He was able to save himself. He was able to basically walk 30 kilometers with his strained leg, and basically tricked the terrorists to go in a direction that he didn't go into. So they basically lost track of him. So well done to him. But I think that this just shows that people like this need to be treated better in the Nigerian army. And I hope they value this man, because this was just chaotic, 100% chaotic. But I think the sad thing about this news is that when they lost track of him and they went straight ahead, innocent people in other villages were killed because they assumed that the villages harbored him and were hiding him or something. So I guess that's just what it is. So I mean, this is getting worse and worse by the moment, but so hopefully it should be fine. The comment here says, you asked why they are still called bandits, whereas they are evil as Boko Haram. Let Gumi provide the answer. Yeah, bandits itself, the word does not really intensify, or the word does not fully depict how criminal, because again, when you say bandits, you're not really thinking of hard criminalities. For example, like let's say kidnapping and killing and all that. You're probably thinking, okay, theft here and there, okay, fine, you stole this, you stole that, but we're not thinking you're actually out here trying to destabilize the whole country. You can't call that and describe that as banditry. Doesn't make sense. Somebody says these people are all supported by France to bring down Nigeria because all Francophones looking up to Nigeria want a complete liberation from their colonial master, which is France. So Nigeria is indirectly a threat to France. Are you trying to assume that the British does not still have its hold on Nigeria? You sure about that? Sure about that? I mean, we never really know about these things, but okay. Congratulations, my one and only aggressor. Psalm 27 is your portion. Anyone that wishes you death will go down permanently. I mean, of course, what this man has done, of course, is very much brave, and I would like to believe that there are a lot of Nigerian soldiers that are basically doing the same thing. Doing the same thing, very much, basically exercising what they're meant to do in terms of serving. Because I think one thing that shows he's in servitude to Nigerians is that he described that he didn't want to. He was nervous about where he was kept safe, because he thought that the people or the actual bandits may find him, and then more innocent lives would be lost. So he said he was praying that they don't even find him, and him being in custody of the actual nice villagers that actually helped him recover, put them at a threat, because if they should get threatened by the bandits to give out his location, then of course they would also be at risk, and they'll have to compromise. So yeah, I guess that's just what it is. But this is something that Buhari can never do, because having this kind of mentality is what makes you a good leader, in terms of understanding that the people comes first, because you are basically protecting them. Someone says, I rejoice with you, my brother. God's protection shall always abide with you. I hope they will not sanction you for calling them terrorists, because some of their leaders said that they're doing business. I don't know about it. Someone says, thank God for your deliverance. I mean, again, it's like it shows his strength, because he still walked a long distance to be able to get safety as well. He walked a very long distance with his swollen legs. So again, of course, hopefully he's better. Somebody here says, you deserve the highest military medal. You are a soldier. Definitely 100%. And I think, in him being in an institution where his colleagues, or the institution itself, the military, is not necessarily the most favorable. It's not necessarily the most liked at the moment by Nigerians. This will do a good job in changing the narrative. Put what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.